As you all know, the Cup we finally fired Wade Phillips. We've been talking about that on this show
Why it takes so long?
for a long time. Yeah, why it takes so long? Um, I guess the embarrassment. I guess Jerry Jones could take the embarrassment no more. He couldn't go no longer.
It was 45-7.
He kind of set himself up for this. First of all, they didn't have no defensive coordinator. Wade Phillips was the head coach and D coordinator. That's one of the reasons why it took him a while to do it. But I guess he had no choice. But my thoughts is we all know that in the past Jerry Jones has had problems with strong figureheads as head coach because he wants to have a lot of control. Does he finally get over his stubbornness and finally go out and get a stronger coach, somebody like a Bill Parcells or somebody that's had that strong jaw, unlike the Wade Phillips. Does he finally take a step back?
Yeah. As far as jaws, don't nobody have a bigger jaw than Bill Cowher.
You think he's gonna try to get Cowher?
Oh yeah, that'd be his first choice.
He'll try, but
either him or John Gruden. But John Gruden, I don't think he's gonna leave his.
I think John Gruden might take it. I think he might.
That's possible. I
don't see Cowher take it. I think Cowher was that Carolina job though.
Yeah,
because that's where his family is.
I'm hearing Gruden would probably stick with his. He said he might stay another year, and ain't getting the coaching unless I don't know if Jerry Jones offers him like $1 billion or something, or too much money. He can't pass it up. But.
What other candidates are out there? I know a lot of people have been talking about the Vikings defensive coordinator. I can't remember the guy's name. As being
Rob Ryan.
One of the head coaches in waiting. But I think he's gonna get the Vikings job. I think Childress' days are numbered as well.
Oh yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, and then who's another coordinator they've been talking about? The Giants defensive coordinator.
I forgot his name. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people have been high on him too. But
Rob Ryan?
Ryan Brady, yeah, he's
one of the hot names now after that New England game.
We'll see next week.
That'd be messed up though. The Browns finally starting to do something. They lose their D coordinator next year.
Yeah.
All right. The other issue on the league we want to talk about Matthew Stafford. Finally comes back after missing some time. Now he gets hurt again, and he's proven that he can play in this league. But the problem is he can't stay on the field. Do the Lions need to start over and get another quarterback, possibly get another quarterback next year's draft, or can they count on Stafford in the future, to be durable enough to play?
They got Drew Stanton.
And they got Sean Hill, the backup for the.
Sean Hill hurt too.
Yeah, he hurt. Yeah, he out.
That's why Stanton came in.
Oh really? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give up. Yeah, give him another year, and if but yeah, it's starting to turn into a Greg Oden situation. So, yeah, if I give him another year, if he gets hurt again, then they probably have to start looking at another quarterback.
Well, the difference with this instead of the Greg Oden situation was, there was no indication that Stafford was injury prone.
Right.
There was some indications about Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Important to seem to ignore him because everybody knew he had one leg longer than the other one. And then he had some injury problems.
No pun intended.
I didn't even think about that. That's what some Derek would say. All right, I guess the next issue we want to get into is the NFL is thinking about maybe going to an 18-game schedule next year. Of course, a lot of the players that expressed their dissent about it. I just want to get you guys' thought on it. You think it's a good idea? You think it's a bad idea? What's your take on it?
It's cool if they had another bye week. I don't see a problem with it. I know the players complain about it, but hell, you get paid millions of dollars. If it's going to make the league more money, why not?
Well, I'm sort of against it. I like the way things are right now. Like the biggest thing for me is injuries. You got 2 extra games. It's a longer season, so guys have a little bit longer time to come back. But still, it's like you got injuries you got to deal with, and then someone made a point that with 2 extra games, teams that would normally, teams that are on the border, they have 2 extra games to get better or to, maybe play their way in, and it's like the other part of that is, you know, how teams tend to teams that are like way ahead in their division tend to have their rest their starters, and so it's like that's given the sorrier teams an opportunity to
make some some ground.
Yeah, gain some ground and make their way in.
I mean, I look at it like this: they have it was 14 games before they moved it to 16, and now they just moved to 18. And plus, with the way the rules are going, hell, it might turn to flag football anyway. So it won't nobody be getting hit anyway. So there ain't gonna be no injuries.
Well, at least the quarterback anyway.
I'm kind of on the fence on it because especially from a fan's point of view, the people that buy season tickets, they have to pay for them preseason games with their ticket packages, and this would be more friendly. At least they get because they'll cut the preseason down to 2 games. So they'll at least they'll be paying for those games already. At least they'll be getting a regular season game. But if they're going to do that, I think they, like you said, add an extra bye week, and I think they need to expand the rosters as well too.
Well,
Was it 55 man roster now? 53.
Yeah,
maybe expand it to 60 if you're gonna do that. But as long as the season doesn't start later than it already does, I mean, I think like I said, I'm on the fence. I think the product will be a little bit more watered down with more games, but at the same time, you don't have to deal with those preseason games either. So it's kind of
whatever they decide, it doesn't matter to me whether they keep it the way it is now. It doesn't matter. I like it the way it is now. They expanded 18 games and tough deal with it.
But I mean, it'll be, as far as pickups go, it'll be more fun.
More weeks.
It'll be more fun.
More football. I don't see more football, more better.
Yeah. So I mean, if you look at it that way, but fantasy football, it's really gonna be crazy because because especially if guys the last 2 weeks and you don't know how things are gonna go, you might be resting people, you might be playing.
Shoot, it might be more than 2 weeks.
So,
you know that teams will try to rest. I mean, because think about it. Like, say if a team goes 12-0, you know, or no, but say a team goes like 14-0. It's like, why do you need to play anymore?
Just rest the starters. Well, I mean,
that's almost like a preseason in itself.
It's gonna eventually be 20 games, and the cat's gonna be flying. It's gonna be like the Crouching Tiger. Cat's gonna be flying. Ain't nobody gonna get touched. It ain't gonna be no injuries no more after they implement all these rules, man.
All right, well, that was our little tidbit about the news and notes from around the league. We're gonna take a quick break and come back, and we're gonna preview the games for Week 10.